So today in the map reading class we are going to discuss the region Japan. So till now we have discussed North America, South America, Africa, Australia and Europe, and in the Asia we have divided into sections. First we discussed West Asia, then Central Asia, then South Asia, Southeast Asia, and in the East Asia in the last class we discussed China. So today we are going to discuss Japan. Okay. So we are going to discuss the important physical features and the political economic features. Okay. So Japan location first. Japan has the latitudinal extension from 30 degree to 50 degree. So it is located in the warm temperate region. Okay. So as usual in the map reading session, first we have to discuss the surrounding regions of Japan. Okay. So Japan is the island countries. It has thousands of islands, but these four are the major islands in Japan. Okay. The surrounding regions of Japan are in the western part. It is the country Russia. Okay. Russia, and here the Korean Peninsula, North Korea and South Korea are here. Okay. Then between the Russia and the Japan island, it is the Sea of Japan, Japan Sea. Okay. And between the southernmost islands and the Korean Peninsula, it is the Yellow Sea and then East China Sea. So here Yellow Sea and then it is East China Sea. Okay. Because after these islands, many small islands extends here. So those islands are named as Ryukyu Islands. Ryukyu Islands. And then between the Korea and a small island, here a strait, Korean Strait is there. Korean Strait. And in the eastern part, it is Pacific Ocean. Here it is Pacific Ocean. Okay. Now, and in the northern part, here many small islands are located, that is Kuril Island. So the Russian parts, Kuril Islands are located here. Okay. So these are the surrounding regions of Japan. Now let's come inside. In the interior, here, so these islands, the four major islands of Japan are the northernmost island, it is Hokkaido Island, and then the largest part, the largest island in the Japan group is Honshu Island. Honshu, Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu Island. So these four are the major islands of Japan. Hokkaido, the north to south arrangement, Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu. Okay. Okay. And the Honshu Island part has many major cities of Japan actually. Okay. Then other important physical features, the geological features in Japan, near Japan, or Japan is located in the plate boundary region. The Eurasian plate in the eastern part, here the Eurasian plate, and in the western part, and in the eastern part it is Pacific plate. So it is in the convergence zone of Pacific plate and the Eurasian plate. So due to the plate tectonic moment and the convergence plate boundary, the Japan region is prone to earthquake, volcano and tsunami. Okay. Then many active volcanoes are present in the Japan region, and it is one of the parts of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, due to the presence of active volcanoes. Okay. Then other one important physical feature is in the eastern part of Japan, the cold ocean current and the warm ocean current meet. The Kuril or Vayasio cold current, Vayasio current, or it is otherwise called as the Kuril cold current. The Kuril Islands, Kuril cold current and Kuroshio warm current. So these two currents, Kuroshio warm current and Kuril cold current, meet in the eastern part of Japan. That's why the region becomes rich in fish resources. So this region is rich in fish resources. The sea in the eastern part of Japan. Okay. So these are the important physical features. And other physical features in the interior is Japan is mountainous islands. Okay, so it has we know that Japan is highly urbanized country in the world, but Japan has actually 68% of the forest cover in their land. So if you compare the forest proportion in their land, it contains up to 68% of the forest cover. Okay, and almost the countries are mountainous and forest regions. Okay, and the coastal part of Japan, in many parts of the coastal part of Japan has the cove coast, the cove formation that will be like this. Okay. If it is sea and the sea water enters through a narrow inlet, and here it will be mountain. So the cove formations are found in the Japan coastal region. So those cove formations are used for the aquaculture, fishing. Okay, then okay, and the important major cities are located in the Honshu island only. The few important cities are, one is here Sendai city. We know that the Sendai framework, okay, and Fukushima, the nuclear power accident in 2011 occurred due to tsunami in Fukushima accident. Okay, and then Tokyo, the capital, is located in the Honshu island only. And then the important cities like Hitachi, Kawasaki, Toyota are located here only. Okay. So we know that these are the major companies like watch company, the Nippon. Actually, the name of the Japanese Indian language, it is Nippon. Okay, so these are Kawasaki, Hitachi, Toyota are the company's name. Actually, those are the cities in Japan. Okay, and then Hiroshima. We know that in the end of second World War, the nuclear bomb was thrown in the two cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Hiroshima is located in the Honshu, Nagasaki is located in the Kyushu island, southernmost islands. Okay, so these are some major cities. And then we know the major conventions of the world for climate change conventions, biodiversity conventions, the Nagoya Protocol, Kyoto Protocol. Okay, so those are the cities in Japan actually. Kyoto and Nagoya are also located in the Honshu island. And Sendai framework is related to the disaster management. Okay, because in 2011 due to tsunami, the Sendai city was severely affected and the nuclear power plant in Fukushima was affected severely. Okay, so that became Sendai framework. Okay, so these are the importance of Japan. And then the economic geography is the population of the demography of Japan is mostly Japan has the elder population. Okay, and then resource wise Japan is lacking resources. So it has very scarce resource. For all major minerals like iron or manganese or any other, for most of the metallic minerals, they depend on the imports. So they import from all major minerals from other countries and they process it and they manufacture in their industry and then they export. Okay, so that's why they became tiger economy. It is one of the tiger economy country in the world. Okay, because after Second World War, almost the world thought that the Japan will fall down, but quickly they raised. Okay, due to their perspiration. Okay, so like these are the importance in Japan. So that's all here. Okay, so that's when you are reading any international news in the newspaper, you should read the newspaper with the reference of the atlas. Okay, so you should refer the places in the atlas. The order should be like we discussed in the class. First, you should refer the surrounding regions of the region which is in the news, and then you should refer the interior parts. Okay, so that is the order. So thus the importance of Japan is over. In the next class we shall discuss Russia. Okay.